So I just thought that this was such a cool technique that I wanted to do a little video on it. So this is a napkin that I cut down the picture to what I wanted to use, and it's 3 layers, so I'm gonna take one off. Go ahead and put my matte medium fluid on there, spread it out. See, I've got a lot on there, which is unnecessary, but that's what I did. So I've got this little saying here. I'm going to go ahead and slap some on there too, because that is going to go on right after I put the napkin on. See you. Alright. Isn't he so cute? I want a little bit of that border to show on the bottom. Get it on there as flat as possible and gently flatten it as best I can, and then gently go over it too. Hopefully not ripping it, although I'm not worried, because if I do, I will just work with it and pretend like I meant for it to be that way. Right? That's what we do. So, when this dries, it'll be cool. So, I'm just going to put a little extra on there because the napkin itself is soaking some of it, and make sure that it is sticking to the board. This board is just a sign that I got from, I think it was TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I bought it for when I had the coffee shop. It said something about the beach, and since I am no longer running the coffee shop at the beach and I am painting in the desert, I decided to just go ahead and repurpose that. Haha. So, okay. I'll put this on here like so. And then I had used Distress Stain to make this yellow and orange. And so I think it's probably going to smear. So I'm going to try to not really do a lot of brushing on it because I don't want it to smear. So, but that is looking kind of cute, gotta say. Oh, I like it. Okay, now I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, I am back, and you can see that this is dry, mostly. I'm a little impatient, so maybe it's not entirely dry, but we don't need to talk about that. So this is the stencil that I used to make the background, and I just wanted to add some texture to this. This I bought on clearance from Michaels, and it is modeling paste, I guess it's called, but you can also make your own. I have this stuff that you can add color to, but since this is already made and I like the bright colors, I'm going to add a little bit to this project. So, and this actually, the blue is a little bit dryish. The pink was really creamy and beautiful. The green that came with it was horribly dried out. So much so that I just threw it in the garbage. I don't like to waste stuff, so sometimes I end up trying to make the best of subpar art supplies. But I think that's okay because it stretches us. in our creativity. This is, you can just see that this is going to be so much creamier and spread so much easier. I probably have a little bit much on there, but I'll work it in. But isn't that color gorgeous? I love how bright it is, especially when you're like working with circus themed stuff. It's awesome. So here we go, and probably it's so bright that I'll have to tone it down a little bit with some inks or whatever, but that's okay. I would rather have it be bright and beautiful than dull and boring. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, see, isn't that cute? We'll let that dry and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. This stuff is dry. It really does not take long here in Arizona for that to dry. You see how, I don't know if you can see this, like, see how that's white on the edge? And so I am going to try taking a little bit of, I have this acrylic artist ink. I love this stuff. It is so, the colors are so beautiful. So I just wanted to try. Okay, so as I was saying before my camera ran out of memory, I wanted to take and clear up these white spots on here, which I pretty much did. I used blue and green ink, and I might do a little bit more green, like over here where there's some white. It's not a lot, but I did kind of want you to see the technique that I used, which is my finger. Yeah. So just kind of rub that in, and you can see just really soaks in there nice, and get some on these texture bubbles, because that's fun. Throw some green in there with that, right? I'm all about the fun with color. See, there's a little bit there. Oop, made his tail green. Oh well. Welcome to the color club, buddy. Okay. Maybe just a little bit more down here, because that's very dark blue down there. And I didn't get any green on these texture pieces, so I want to do that. I am going to do some outlining on the elephant so that he pops a little bit. You can use Sharpie. So just gonna go around the ball real quick here, because that's a nice, easy thing to outline to show you. And I will not make you go through the pain of watching me outline the entire elephant. Okay, so I did some outlining with the Sharpie on the elephant and the ball, and I did mostly just big outlining, but I did do a little bit of his eye and around there with the ultra fine point. I want to put a little bit of white in his eye, and I've got this white up here, so I want to make sure that there's some other white in this picture to balance it out. I'm not an art student or anything, that's just my take on it. So once that dries, I'll go in there and define around it so that his eye stands out a little bit more. Maybe I'll just do his toenails too, like, just to give it a little bit of definition. I don't know if elephants' toenails are white. Probably not. Whatever. It's just fun. And maybe I'll do this on his blanket, saddle, whatever it is. Just to give a little pop of white in there. I feel like maybe just a little bit on the stars as well, you know, It's like a little shine to them. Probably like this thing on top could be whatever it is, could be white. And so you can just see that that little bit of white really kind of brightens up the picture. Not a lot, but just, you know, I like it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of reasons for the things that I do. I just try them and go, oh, that's cool. So I'm just going to go back around and fill in his little eyeball. There we go. See? So I think that looks pretty cute. Oh, I also used the Sharpie to go around the saying, which helps that pop a little bit. And I was wondering if I should go around these circles a little bit with, or at least a few of them. It's one of my biggest challenges, is to know when to stop. Tend to so far not go far enough, and I watch other people's videos and I go, oh, they're gonna ruin it with that step, and then they do it and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, why don't I do that? So it's not like, oh, they gotta be perfect or all the same. They don't. It is totally the style I go with. Not perfect. Alright, so I don't know. I'm pretty much liking this. Very simple. You can see it didn't really take me that long to make it, thanks to the napkin. And I love this style of writing that Cat Hand taught us how to do. And I am super happy with that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.